Hi everyone and welcome back to yet another new video on Europify. If this is your first time in my channel, a very warm welcome to you. Do stick around for some informative and some fun content about life as an expat in Europe and in Germany specifically. In today's video, we're going to talk about a really important topic for people who are planning to come to Germany for seeking job with a job seeker visa, or if you are already having a job offer from Germany and are in the process of moving to Germany, then also this video will be really useful for you. So please make sure to watch till the very end of this video. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please consider doing that, because that's the only way this channel can grow. And if you like my channel and my videos, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, and do also press on the bell icon to stay updated with all my new videos. If you look at the checklist for the employment or the job seeker visa for Germany, you can see that there is a really important bullet point where you have to produce your educational qualification. So this is basically to identify that if a person is applying for a job in Germany, whether he or she is qualified to do that job or not. With this requirement, there can be two scenarios basically. Either you have a German university degree, or you have done your bachelor's or master's or any other education from your home country, or any other foreign country which is not Germany. So with the first scenario where you have a German degree, then you have nothing to worry about. I mean, it's well identified in Germany, of course. But if you have a foreign degree, then you might need to go through a process where your degree will be checked for equivalence with a German degree. So in this video, let's talk about how you can check whether your degree certificate is accepted in Germany, and if not, what is the process to get through this equivalence process. This equivalence certificate that you get for your foreign degree is called ZAB certificate. So let's try to understand what this ZAB certificate is, and before even that, what is ZAB? So ZAB stands for Zentralstelle für ausländische Bildung, which if we translate it to English, it is a central office for foreign education. So this is an authority which is responsible for giving you the equivalent certificate for your foreign degree as per the German standard. Now, does everyone need to go through this equivalence process? Well, the short answer is no. So how can you check whether your foreign degree is already enough for an equivalent German degree, or you need to go through this process? So there is a database called ANABIN, and this holds all the details about all the universities in every country which is qualified to apply for job seeker or employment visa in Germany, and all the level of details about the degrees and your streams, etc. So the website for this ANABIN database is www.anabin.kmk.org. I'll also mention that in the description box, so you can take a look afterwards. In the ANABIN database, there are basically 3 layers of verification that you would need to do. The topmost one is, or the first layer of verification will be the university identification. So in this, you need to check whether the university that you have done your course in is identified in Germany or not. So in the ANABIN website, there is a section for universities where you have to choose the country where your university is situated first, and then you have to choose the place where your university is, and accordingly it will show the list of the universities, and you need to choose your specific university, and there is an associated status with each university. And if the status for your university is H+, that means your university is identified in Germany. But if it is anything other than that, then the first step is, yes, you need to go through the equivalence process. The next level of verification will be as per the course that you have gone through. So whether you have done a bachelor's or a master's course or a dual degree, so as per that, there is also a space in the ANABN website where you have to enter the type of course that you have gone through, and that will show you whether a German course is there for equivalent of your foreign degree. So for example, if you have done bachelor's 4-year program in India, then you need to choose your university and then bachelor 4 years program, and then it will show you whether there is a German degree which is equivalent to this 4-year program. So normally the 4-year program in India is equivalent to the 3-year bachelor's program in Germany. So if it is equivalent to certain degree in Germany, it will be clearly shown to you. And afterwards, the third level is your specific course. So if you have done it in electrical engineering, or in medicine or architecture, so if your foreign degree has equivalence for all these 3 layers in the ANABN database, then you're good and you need not go through the equivalence process. But even if one of these layers are missing in the ANABN database, then you must go through this process. Now, what is the exact process of getting this equivalence certificate? So there are a set of documents that you need to send to basically Germany, and the office for ZAB is situated in a city called Bonn, which is in the western part of Germany. And there is a country specific list of documents that is present in the ANABN website. So depending on which country you have done your course in, depending on that, there is a specific list of document, and that is also available in English, which is again easier to follow for you. And I'll give the link in the description box so that you can easily access that. So you have to go through that checklist, and there is a application form that needs to be duly filled, and after that there are also some additional documents that you need to produce and then send it over mail, the post system, to Germany. And the duration for the verification starts once the office in Germany receives your documents. Now, normally the checklist goes like this. You have to duly fill the application form, of course, where you provide your personal details, your email address, phone number, the details about the degree for which you are seeking the equivalence certificate, and if there is any prior degree as well. For example, if you are applying for an equivalence for a master's degree, you may also need to provide details about your bachelor's degree. It just needs to be done for the highest level of qualification that you have. But yeah, they would still require the details about your prior degrees, your higher secondary education, your school leaving details, everything. So yeah, that goes within the application form. Apart from that, as supporting documents, you need to produce copies of your school leaving, your higher secondary certificate. And if you have done your bachelor's or master's, then you also need to produce the transcript of all the mark sheets throughout all the semesters, which you normally get from your university. And also the degree certificate is also required to be presented. And if you don't have the degree certificate just yet, the provisional certificate is also acceptable. Also, please note that you need not unnecessarily translate all these certificates or any other document to German, because as long as your certificate is in English, that will suffice. But if you check the checklist carefully, there will be 2 kinds of document list. One will be a simple copy, and some other documents are required as a certified copy. Now, what a simple copy means is it's just a copy of like a Xerox of your that specific document, but a certified copy is something that you need to get attested through a notar. So you can just go to any lawyers or any notary's office in your city, and if they have the stamp or they have the eligibility to attest some educational documents, they can stamp your certificates or that specific document, and then you need to send that to Germany. So apart from these certificates and application forms, you need to also produce a copy of your passport. And there is one more catch. So normally the duration for this whole equivalent certificate process is around 2 to 3 months, and this 2 months starts from the day your documents reach Germany to the ZAB office. So but there is an accelerated process, and you can achieve that if you qualify for obtaining EU Blue Card. That means if your salary and other requirements are satisfying for you to get an EU Blue Card after you come to Germany, then you can also send your job contract, a copy of your job contract in the list of document, and send it to the ZAB office, and that will reduce your processing time from 2 months to just 15 days or 2 weeks of time. So yeah, that's a really good advantage. Also in the application form, there will be a checkbox. If you qualify for the EU Blue Card, you need to check that, and accordingly you can include your job contract in the list of documents and then send it. Now, what is the cost of this whole process? So to get an equivalent certificate, you need to send 200 euros to the ZAB office. You'll be provided with the account to which you need to send it, and yeah, that is the total fee, and also the postal charges as well. So yeah, add to that. Now, once you send this list of documents correctly to the ZAB office, they will process your equivalence, and then if you are qualified for an EU Blue Card, you will get an email confirmation, and that is sufficient to go through your visa process. You need not wait for the post to come back with the certificate. You can produce the email copy, and yeah, that is normally sufficient for the consulate to provision you a visa. But if you are applying in the normal category, then you need to wait for 2 months, and yeah, once you receive your certificate, you can proceed with the visa application. Also, one more thing worth mentioning is the ZAB office is quite active on email. So if at any point you have any query, you can reach out to them over email, and they normally respond really soon. Also, if there is any additional documents or anything as such required during the equivalent certificate process for you, then also they'll contact you over email. So keep an eye for that. So that was pretty much it for today's video, guys. I hope you find this information useful, because when I was going through this process, I could not find a lot of information on the internet. So I thought it would be really useful for people who are applying for the first time. So if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button, and also please do share this video with as many people as possible so that it reaches the right people, and yeah, people just get benefit out of it. And yeah, with that, please do take care, and I'll see you next time with a whole new video. Bye.